Yo, 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 what's going on, Bills Mafia? You already know it's your boy Julian J Mafia, and this is an exclusive interview with my boy, Joey Hatch. We're going to bring him in the building. He been a lifelong man throughout the whole process of Mafia Talk. And my boy right here been showing nothing but love. So let's give everybody a big Mafia shout. Go Bills for my boy Joey Hatch right here.
Mafia Talk, what's good? 716 in the building, 12th Man Mafia, Josh Allen Mafia.
Plug.
I'm in both of them. I run both groups. Would love to have anybody and everybody. All Bills fans. It's nothing but love, baby. You know what it is.
Sometimes you can get the opposing team on the joint just to heat things up, just to get them, the blood flowing so we could talk shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
But absolutely, man. First of all, I want to tell you I'm greatly appreciative of you tuning in every week. Every time we got a show, you show nothing but love. You have amazing content coming out. You got your own page, 12th Man. And then, man, everybody, Bills Mafia, everybody, please join in, man. Follow his page. It's nothing but great content. He shows you the latest Bills news, anything that's going on. Just as though when Jordan Poyer came out with his latest hyperextended elbow, my boy Joey Hatch right there to give all Bills Mafia the latest news.
Facts. Straight facts.
Let's dive into it, man. Like I said, man, there's nothing but love right here. So let's dive in right into it. First question, how did you become a Bills fan? Please tell us a story.
Technically, when I was a little kid, I went to a Bills game with my dad, and it was a Miami Dolphins Bills game. And I was a little kid, and I knew nothing absolutely about football, and I liked Dolphins. So the Dolphins were my favorite team. And then my dad took me to a Bills game, and we won by like 14 points, and I never looked back. I said, what the hell is a Dolphin? And I've been a Buffalo Bills fan ever since. So thank God for my stepfather who took me to a Bills game. He took me to 2 Bills games in my life. The second game he took me to was the biggest comeback in NFL history when we played the Houston Oilers, and that cemented me in for life.
I can only imagine.
So it was, people were yelling and screaming. They were mad, and next thing you know, people were happy, and it was like all kinds of emotions all in one time, with a bunch of drunk people. It was hectic. But I was young. I really didn't understand it, but, I do now. And I had a lot of time to grow and watch a lot of material. And I used to not be so big on watching the draft stuff, but now I'm like into the draft. I look into that before the draft, and I look at a lot of players because, like anybody can just watch football. It's like trying to take it to the next level, so that I know a lot of content so I can talk to people about it and put out the best information that I can.
Absolutely, my man. It's crazy because you live multiple generations throughout Bills, and you've seen the ups and the downs, and throughout the 2000s, like you've seen the high of the highs through the whole Super Bowl run. So them just pretty much crashing down, and seeing throughout the whole 2000s gave us for 15 plus years.
Right.
Now for you to see them pretty much where the mainstream media is calling the Bills the best team in the NFL, and Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL.
That's without a doubt. I don't care what anybody says. They can talk about Mahomes and that bum from the Raiders car. Man, first of all, y'all got to do something. I understand Mahomes. He came in the league and he tore stuff up. Okay. His whole family was famous. He hung around the Yankees his whole life. He's been groomed for this moment.
Right.
So it's like he didn't have any of them hurdles to go over like Josh did. Josh came to a team with no weapons and a freaking snowstorm in the middle of New York and Buffalo. And they asked him, well, what if you would have went to New York? He said, I am in New York. The only team that's in New York, that's the Buffalo Bills.
I wish I had a fucking horn, some shit to make this joint out. Because my boy Joey Hatch came with the fire. I wish I could have the whole screen blow up in flames right now. Because that's the truth right there.
That's the truth.
It is. And Josh Allen put the whole city of Buffalo, New York on his back. And now he's just the last hurdle. He don't have the accolades like MVP and Super Bowl champion and stuff like that. But the things he had to go through from coming from Wyoming, he had to send out thousands of emails to all types of college.
Nobody wanted him. Nobody. Except for one man who took a chance on him. One man. One man. Or we wouldn't even have Josh. Thank you, God.
Oh, thank God for that woman. I need to look up that coach's name right now.
He hugged him. He was actually in the stands, and he hugged him after one of the games that we won.
I believe it.
Just like you said, Josh put the whole team on his back. If you did not see that last year when Josh ran and got hurt in that game, he ran and ran and ran, and he got hurt, and he still didn't want to come out. And then in Kansas City, I tell you what, if that's 90% of what Josh Allen can do, woo! Watch out, folks, because he hasn't even reached his plateau yet. This boy has room to grow. He is still young, and I cannot wait to see what he is going to be.
Josh is a fucking dog, man. I'm telling you. When he scored that touchdown, man, and he ran to the sideline like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
You can stop him, but a fucking coin toss. And I hate the narrative throughout the NFL saying like, oh, Josh Allen need to get over it. It's just a coin toss. Josh Allen's scared of fucking coins now. It's not that. It's a simple fact that everybody and their mamas, their grandmamas, and their baby mamas, their great-grandmamas, everybody in their graves know if Josh Allen touched foot on that motherfucking field again, he was scoring a motherfucking touchdown. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're not talking about that so-and-so game. We're talking about Joey Hatch right now, how he became Bills Mafia, and his favorite Bills game of all time.
My favorite Bills game is the Houston Oilers game when we come back and won. It was the biggest comeback in NFL history. That's what cemented me into Buffalo Bills forever.
Mm-hmm.
When I die, I'll probably have a Buffalo Bills casket.
Yeah.
That's how much I'm invested.
Man, hell yeah.
And I just, even when it's off season, I'm looking for anything I can get my hands on because it gets boring, you know? So I try to find everything I can, and I watch videos and this and that and everything I can possibly get my hands on. So I'm ready for the season coming. But you can never be fully ready. You never know what's going to happen. So you just enjoy the ride, man. And here we are.
And that's one thing that I kind of want to preach out to the rest of Bills Mafia is that last year we was coming off of such a big high. Said we was going to take over the league, and then look what Steelers did. Steelers didn't really do much. We just kind of tripped on our own foot type of thing. But, I mean, that type of stuff is what build champions. I mean, hopefully this year we could punch the whole entire NFL in the motherfucking mouth, in the throat, body shots, leg, everywhere, man. We're going to break the whole NFL down. We're going to take that motherfucking ring, the Lombardi, back to Orchard Park, Buffalo, New York. Man, we're going to ride that shit up and down the streets.
For sure. I already talked to my boss. My boss is my wife, and I need time off. We win the Super Bowl. I'm probably going to Buffalo. You ain't going to see me for a couple days, but I will be all right.
You need a couple weeks.
Right. I asked for 2 weeks, but, you know, I might be a little greedy there. But, you know.
But, I got to take such a sharp turn. But the question still has to be asked with a man of your knowledge. What was the worst Bills game you ever witnessed?
The worst Bills game I ever witnessed was the loss to the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. It was a domination, and the next day I went to school with my Bills gear on, and I hated it because everybody picked on me. But you know what? What don't kill you, brother, makes you stronger. Just like last year, we got Von Miller. We went out and got we went out and got a bunch of people for the line. We got Von Miller. Listen, if we weren't ready last year with the army we had, we came with new troops, and we are ready. Kansas City,
love it.
Juju Schuster, not worried at all. LA, not worried, not worried. I think we might go 15-2.
Believe that. So let's before I go on to our Mafia moments, let's dwell on that because my man Joey Hatch, man, I love that you're here, man. Like I said, you've been in the comments throughout each and every episode. You been putting your input. I'm happy. I'm honored to have you on the show right now. So talk about your predictions for this season.
I predict pain for offenses.
Talk about it.
I see a lot of people, quarterbacks mainly, lying on their back. I see run stopping this year. I see us being the number one offense and defense in the league. And we might even get to the team that has the most sacks in the NFL ever for one season.
Can we get above 10 sacks? Because we've been kind of in a drought with 10 sack player.
Well,
somebody be a 10 sack. I call Ed Oliver to the stand to get 10 sacks this season. Can he do it? Can Von Miller do it?
Jordan Phillips, when he was here last time, I think, what was it, 13 or 15?
It was the previous, yes.
So I would say I'm expecting 10 out of him. I'm expecting 10 or 12 out of Von Miller and Eddie Oliver. I'm expecting a breakout year.
Yeah.
From him and Russo. Boogie Basham is in there. Espinoza has been in the backfield every single down.
Yep.
Eddie Oliver had 3 sacks in practice yesterday, even though, you can't touch Josh Allen. You just run through.
Because you know what's going to happen when you touch Josh Allen. I'm mad I didn't download the video, but for all Bills Mafia, if you ain't seen, Josh Allen's ready to throw hands with Jordan Phillips. He don't care. You forgot what it's like to be back in Buffalo. You touch Josh Allen, you touch the moneymaker, you going to hear everybody, man.
Yo, listen, Josh don't care who you are. That man throws linebackers off, bro, and keeps on running. So, he don't care how big you are. He ran right up to Jordan Phillips, grabbed his face mask, was all up in his grill. You see Stephon Diggs in the video jumping over the top onto the pile and stuff. I'm like, come on, yo, what the heck?
Yeah, team, but I love the animosity. I love the fire. I love the hype because that's what they need. They're ready, man. They need to let this go. And let's just dive into it, man. Me and my boy Joey Hatch, we diving into the trenches of the things, man. This was longer than what I expected, but I never anticipated such a phenomenal conversation. So, man, fuck it. We gonna run through the episode. I know this was a little side interview, but we gonna dive into things. How do you feel about the fire that's dwelling between players right now, and not necessarily with the Bills, but a lot of players throughout the NFL are being injured right now? And
iron sharpens iron, and there's a lot of young new kids in the NFL, and they're trying to make a name for themselves, and it starts in practice. Yes, I know. Are we talking about practice? Yes, we're talking about practice.
Not practice.
Let's get back to this. A lot of people want to make the team. A lot of people are coming back. I love the next day that him and Jordan Phillips was messing around. Josh was on the ground. He was picking them up. They were laughing and joking about it. It's all love. It's hot out there. They're in them dorm rooms. They're not getting all the sleep there should be. Their girlfriends or wives ain't around. So, people are on edge. But in the end, we will be one cohesive unit this season. And with the injuries, we've been pretty lucky for years. So I'm hoping that, with our facility that we have, that's really good for our team. That's why we're so healthy, that it continues to roll the same way. Because like O.J. Howard and a couple other players that came here, they've been injury prone for a long time. But he said, I'm finally in a good place in my career where I'm back to normal. So I'm hoping we can help him a little more here, and he becomes more than what everybody thinks he's going to be. Because with him and Dawson Knox, man, all your boy O.J. Howard's got to do is put his hands up, and he's 16 feet tall.
Yeah.
Good luck jumping.
Yeah. Jump on. Josh will put it in the position where only O.J. Howard can get it, or Dawson Knox, or anybody.
You saw him snag that one, Dawson Knox. Josh was like, I was throwing that away. Yeah. Dawson still snagged it in the end zone.
Let's go, man. My boy Joey, man. We gotta have you on the show a lot more often, man.
I'm all kinds of excited. Isaiah McKenzie, they say he's looking unguardable in the slot. I hate to say this. I love James Crowder, and he had a good career, but I don't like Chowder, and this is Buffalo. So you can take that somewhere else because we just fine. We don't really need you.
Talk about it, man. So how you feeling about the training camp, man? Who's standing out?
I'm feeling great. I hear that number 20,
Moss.
He's having a phenomenal camp. Isaiah McKenzie. A lot of people I heard are having a great camp that you're not expecting, but they must have went on the offseason and did some homework.
Yeah.
Or did something, because a lot of players are showing up and they're like, wow, he's a whole different person.
Mm-hmm.
And every year, Motor got better last year. So I'm dying to see what they can do this year with James Cook. Whoa! Fire!
Come on, baby.
James Cook is on fire. Watch.
I want to see him catch them little 2-yard. He gonna do a little delay block, run out 2 yards, catch it, and take that shit like 50 yards up the fucking sideline.
Hey, just like that thing said that I posted yesterday. Same player, just different color jersey and team. He gonna do the same here, baby.
So let's move along right now. Let's give me your Mafia moment. Something throughout all your years, something that something that happened to you, happened to your buddy at a Bills game, a bar, at the house, backyard, anywhere. Give me a crazy ass Bills Mafia story. I'm gonna let you take over.
I bet I have a lot of crazy stories. Most of them have to deal with drinking and doing dumb stuff because we were winning. But we were at my buddy's house and we were all drinking, jumping through tables, Mafia stuff like Josh Allen does. Freaking next thing you know, we're all drinking and stuff, lighting fireworks off. Go Bills, go Bills. Turn around behind us and the whole barn's on fire. But the good thing is there was a sign on the side of the barn that said "Go Bills," and that was in flames too. So we kind of just partied the rest of the night with a big bonfire.
Oh my goodness!
But we were in the middle of the country, so it was like kind of a controlled burn after that. But it was probably the craziest thing I've ever had happen to me in my life while I was doing Mafia stuff.
Hell yeah! I can only imagine because I used to work out in like East Aurora and back in the fields and all that, number barns and all that. And I can only imagine, like, after what it's contained. It just at this point, like, fuck it. Why worry, man? Let's enjoy it while we can last. And then if it gets too bad, we'll act on it.
It was kind of funny because it says "Go Bills" in big letters, and then it's like 10 feet the barn's behind it. And all you see in the beginning is "Go Bills" in flames. Next thing you know, it's like woof. And it was like, well, I guess we're just gonna sit here and party now.
Absolutely, man. And on that note, man, we're gonna end this right here now. My boy Joey Hatch, like I said, it's an honor. My first interview at that, man. I do appreciate you tuning in every week. You tuning in right now, showing us number love, your knowledge, and everything like that, man. Please plug your stuff in the 12th man page and all that. Please plug all your stuff in.
I appreciate you having me on. Next time we have to do it with me, you, and Cuz.
Yeah.
Because I like that dude. Like when I first was watching this, I was like, oh, this man over here, he's the whole man. He's gonna say everything. But basically, he got the information. He be having the numbers.
The information, I'm the energy.
Right. It's like you the energy and get all the questions, he answers. And I'm like, I just sit around and listen to him. And I'm like, man, this dude's really smart.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to talk to him and meet him too. So it's like I got to get on here one more time. And you can always post your stuff on my pages. 12th Man Mafia, Josh Allen Mafia. Yesterday, I had 2,400 members and won for 5 months. And I had 1,000 members in Josh Allen's Mafia and within 3 weeks.
Keep grinding.
We're going to keep grinding and try to get a podcast together and see what we can do. So that because we want to help out with charity stuff, Shout for a Cause, Buffalo 24/7, Fandemonium, they all do stuff. And I would like to be able to help do that. So I might raffle off some jerseys and do some things. So big things coming. So look for that. And I thank you. You can post anything you want on my pages. It's all love, baby. Go Bills.
Let's go Bills. And on that note, man, can I get a I love you, Josh Allen, man? Go Bills.
I love you, Josh Allen. Go Bills.
Come on, let me get that video. I'm a little delayed on it. My bad on that part, but let's get a Go Bills.
Go Bills. For sure.